Features. In this section, the address that you are located in and are making calls from is recorded. This address is registered with the emergency services, so it's vital that you keep it up to date. The first thing you should do when logging in for the first time is to check this address. Any changes made by clicking on the house icon are automatically sent. The second thing you should do is go to the call failover setting. In case anything happens to your FeaturePlus connection, this feature can be activated to send incoming calls to the number you have entered. Remember, press save once you've entered your failover number. Here you can look at all the calls received, the date and time, and from whom. It also tells you which calls were answered, indicated by a green star, which ones went through to voicemail, indicated by a green star and envelope, and any that were missed, indicated by the amber star. If you want to look at the voicemail, just click on this and it will take you through to here where you can play it. But we will talk more about voicemail in a little bit. By clicking on the next tab, you can see all the calls you made in the last 90 days. You can also call someone back by clicking on a number and just pressing OK. This is true for any number displayed in the system, including the customer services number shown on the home page. In Call Search, you can go in here and search on calls made, received or missed over the last month and actually download this to an Excel document for further analysis. When you download the call stats, the system gives you the added detail of how long it took to answer each call, an excellent tool for measuring the performance of telephone-based staff. Company Address Book. Let's look at the company's address book, which is managed by your administrator. This has a directory of everyone in your company that uses FeaturePlus. So if you want to find someone, you can access their details here and call them by clicking on their number. Alternatively, you can dial their short code. The administrator can assign a short code to every staff member. So if you want to get in contact with someone, you need only dial a 3 or 4-digit extension number. You can also access the shared contacts, which is a directory of external contacts set up and managed by the administrator. These directories allow all contacts within the company and outside of the company to be shared centrally, no matter where you're located. Chapter 4. Managing Calls. Now we're going to look at managing your calls with FeaturePlus. As a user, you have got control over your phone and how your calls are managed, particularly how inbound calls to your numbers are handled. Call Divert. The first feature we'll go through is Call Divert, and very simply, it allows you to send calls to another phone. If you have to go to a meeting or leave your desk, then you can easily activate Call Divert, sending calls from your office phone to your mobile, for example. Simply choose your number from the drop-down box and then click on Divert all calls unconditionally to another number. You define that number and then press Save. From that point on, any calls to your office phone will be diverted as you wish. You can send calls to any number you wish, landline, mobile, or even an international number. But remember, you pay for the diverted leg of the call if it is to a non-FeaturePlus number. Alternatively, you may want all your calls to divert to a colleague's work phone. Just click on Divert calls to another number when not answered, and then define the phone number that you want to send it to. Don't forget to click Save for your changes to be remembered. The same thing can happen if you're on another call. Rather than sending the call to voicemail, you can send it to another phone. Just click on Divert calls to another number when I'm on the phone, and then again define the phone number that you want to send it to. Then click Save. It's really simple to use. Call Forwarding. Call forwarding is used when you want to send calls to more than one alternative phone. The call forwarding table will often be used by the administrator with the main office number or a group number, and it is used to create a hunt group. To create a hunt group, tick Call the phones on the list and then add the numbers that you want by clicking Add and Save. If you want your number to be called first, then tick Try calling my phone first. You can either have the phones in the list ringing in sequence after 20 seconds, for example, or all ringing at the same time. Once you've selected your option, just click Save to ensure the changes take effect. You can also select a ringtone for the Hunt group, with up to 3 different tones to choose from, so you can tell the difference between a call in the Hunt group and one that's direct to your phone specifically. Voicemail. There are 3 settings for voicemail: access, forwarding and notification. But before I talk to you about these settings, let me tell you a little bit about the advanced voicemail system provided with FeaturePlus. The system sits in the core of our network. This means it's not tied to your phone. You can pick up your voicemail from your FeaturePlus phone by dialing 8400, from someone else's FeaturePlus phone by dialing 8500, or from any other phone, including your mobile. In this section, voicemail access is simply about choosing the access PIN for when you want to remotely access your voicemail. So in here you can either get the system to email you your PIN, or if you forget it, you can set up a new PIN number. Voicemail forwarding determines when calls go to voicemail. Calls go to voicemail in 3 ways. Firstly, if you want to send all your calls to voicemail, you can click on Save. Or a faster way of doing that is by going to the home page and just clicking on that triangle there. That means it's on. Click again and then it's off. Secondly, you can set your voicemail to forward calls when you're on another phone, or thirdly, when it rings out. When it comes to saving a greeting for your voicemail, you can have different messages for different conditions. When you can't get to the phone, for example, or when you're busy on another call. Alternatively, you can choose to use a general greeting instead. Voicemail notification. There are a number of ways the system lets you know if you have a voicemail. If you have an IP phone, the red notification light at the top of the phone lights up. On all phones you hear a stuttered dial tone, and a special icon appears on the home page if you are logged into your control panel. In addition, you just set your email address here, so the system sends a recording of the message to your email account. Or you can get the system to send you a text message, and then dial through and pick up your voicemail using the PIN described earlier. If you need any extra help, there is a full online help guide. Enjoy using your FeaturePlus system. Your telephone system will work harder for you than ever before, and your customers will receive an exceptional caller experience. Thank you.